what we're doing is a combination of our passions and something I really love and something Caleb really loves. And that was like the basis of it, I guess.
Welcome back, everybody, to Everybody Loves Naples. Today we're joined by two very special guests, brother and sister, Anna and Caleb, with Lovr Boys Coffee. Lovr Boys without the coffee.
Plural.
Yes, but it's...
Oh, there's no coffee on the
I
end.
don't think there's a coffee on the end.
No coffee on the end.
Well, we
Not
did
technically.
have coffee and treats. That was originally
Coffee
but
and
we are
treats.
Lovr Boys. That's
Lovr Boys without the E. So it's Lovr
Yeah.
Boys. And if you are in Naples, Southwest Florida, and you've been, I don't know, not under a rock, you know who these people are, and you've had their coffee, and you've come back for more of the tasty treats because it's delicious. You guys started out doing like a truck, right? I remember seeing you at pop-up events, fitness events in town.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about how you got started and the truck thing. Food truck?
Trailer. I mean, it's a camper, right?
It's a camper.
Yeah. Let's talk concept. How'd that all come to be?
I mean, back in, what was it, 2022?
Yeah.
I think at the end of 22, we got the trailer, and then there was a whole build out that we had to do with it.
Like you got on Craigslist or like, what are we talking
It was on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he drove up to, where was it, like,
It was, I think it was Clearwater, like St.
Nice.
Pete kind of area.
And now,
But-
talk me through the idea of that. Did you both kind of have this dream of doing something like that, or how'd that come to be?
I've always loved to bake. Like, I've always wanted to do my own thing. And Caleb kind of fell in love with coffee like 8 years ago, and he wanted to make his own product. I think he's like, I can do better kind of thing.
Nice.
And so he started roasting small batch, and it actually started just as that. Like, he was roasting the beans, and then we're like, let's just make a business out of this. Like, we're both kind of, I don't know, we like to do our own thing. Like, I never really liked to work for other people. Like,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
And if you
Big-
can bake and make coffee all day, like why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I was saying to say a big influence was, from our parents. They really helped and pushed us to do it because we really wanted to do something, for ourselves, and have our own business,
That's great.
So I was working in coffee. Anna was working, at a cafe, but was making cakes and pastries, and she's always loved, making stuff like, and it's always really good, So we just thought, let's put it together, and with our parents, they said, a great way to start is with a trailer or, a coffee truck. So
So the concept of that was kind of their idea of like, maybe you guys want to try it this way first.
yeah.
Yeah.
And did they guide you on like kind of budgeting that type of thing out, or the build out, or like how did that seem like an attainable goal for you guys?
Yeah. And our dad is like really handy, so he helped us like do the whole remodel on the inside with my help as well. And that was just really fun for me, like something I never done before. And yeah, it was super exciting the whole way through building it and then like creating the brand. And I don't know, it's
That is
just
so-
blown up since then. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, wait, brother and sister, you guys twins?
no, we're 2 years apart,
Okay.
but people
Yeah, who's
always
older?
ask
You're
us
older.
if we're twins.
She's older.
I'm
She's
older.
older. Okay, big sister. Yeah, for
big
sure.
sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys grew up down here?
No.
No. Okay.
Where are you from?
We're from Oklahoma,
Okay.
and we moved here about 9 years ago. So
Math. 2017.
yeah,
2017.
Nice. Okay.
Well, she said it earlier. I just cheated so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it earlier, and then like when she said 9 years, I'm like, I know she said
I
2017.
know she said
That was quick. Yeah. Okay.
Called
so
herself out on
yeah.
this show.
So you moved here 9 years ago.
yes,
Did you? And you started the truck in 2022. So that 5 years in between, coffee shop, you fell in love with coffee at 8 years ago. So how did that happen? You had never had coffee before, or you were just like really into it?
Honestly, yeah. Before we moved here, I didn't really drink coffee at all.
Really?
Like maybe every once in a while, but it was never something I needed or like I
Okay.
was like, oh, I gotta go get coffee. Like, I never had that feeling.
Hmm.
And
Which is
now-
kind of crazy.
And
you
now
know?
you're like,
And now I drink it every day. So
Absolutely. Do you remember what that first experience was like, or what prompted you to do it?
it's funny. It's a funny story. started working at Starbucks,
Okay.
and my manager there actually, I think, is really who pushed coffee onto me so hard that I don't know, I just like fell in love with it. I don't know. It's just like forcing espresso down my throat until I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So do you shit on Starbucks now just because like you
Yeah,
make your
no.
own beans?
Oh,
Like,
hell,
I don't
sorry.
ever go
I
there.
mean, you have to, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad, but when you have these,
Yeah.
you know, local boutique coffee shop coffees, it's game changer.
Yeah.
When I lived in LA, I remember being like, "Oh my gosh, there's a different type of, you know, brewer on every block." But when I think of Naples, this is a really kind of a newer concept to our area.
Mhm.
And clearly you guys are thriving enough so to go from the trailer style to I know you were working with Nat Nat. And now you guys are breaking ground and soon opening up in Bonita.
Yes. Hopefully
In
in
the-
a
Give
couple
us,
months.
give us some juice. Give us some announcement stuff. What's going on? What's the tea? What's going on?
We should have our permits like this week actually to
Yeah.
start
Okay.
building.
But we won't hold our breath. It is Collier and Lee County.
Yeah.
Sure.
It takes a while.
But everything's approved except for fire, which they were supposed to approve yesterday. So like I should hear back literally today
Yeah.
whether or not. But yeah, I have everything lined up. The build out should really only take maybe 6 weeks. So
Wow.
I'm hoping we'll just be like, we'll just open up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are starting from a shell product, right? So
Yes.
you're in off of Old 41 in Bernwood.
Bernpine.
Bernpine.
But it's like Burnwood is the next one
Right.
over.
Really close to where I'm at. And I know same building as Bridge Wellness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a brand new construction. So you have literally a blank canvas to say like, this is how I want my kitchen to look.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, I was like, when we're looking for places, you either choose something that you're going to basically destroy and start over or just build from
Yeah.
the ground. And that's what we did. Maybe
Yeah.
it was the harder choice, but
Maybe.
I don't know. But maybe not.
I mean, if
We'll
you're going to
never
be
know.
there a while, which the plan is, right?
Yeah.
And this is a long-term thing.
Make it our own thing. And
Yeah. How big is the space?
it's 2,000 square feet.
Okay. How big was the trailer?
Well, we've still been running
5
the
feet.
trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You're
you've been
still
running
running it.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
4 years now in operation.
Yes.
What's been some of the biggest learning curves in that operation?
Caleb stay on his side and I stay on mine.
Yeah. Isn't that funny though to think about? It's like you guys are like ostensibly roommates in smaller than a dorm, you know, like that's a very small space to be in, especially with your sibling who you're in business with.
I mean, there's a lot there, right? But at least you know what it's like to have at one point lived together, being siblings.
You're right.
You know, shared space for many a year, I'm sure.
Yep.
But okay, so this trailer maybe is what, 200, not even square feet wise?
It's like
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
it's
Yeah.
literally
6 by 6. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Nat is not large.
no.
Small
So
there, too.
small there too. So you guys are about to have like
Yeah.
a whole new
Yes.
experience. What's your plan as far as what you're going to fill the space with? And if you have a vision for it, you want to give us a preview. I know our audience is dying to know.
So, well, first of all, Caleb will have his own domain and I'll have mine. So that's like way different.
Nice.
But you walk in, the kitchen is to the left, and there's going to be like a big window that you can see in. And then straight ahead is the coffee bar, bathrooms and such in like the corner, and then a pretty wide open lounge area, you know, seating area to the right, which I'm also excited about. We're going to have like a cute little banquette, a long communal table, some couch, or one couch and some chairs. And then also Caleb will have his roasting room. So we're going to be roasting beans in house as well.
So cool.
So
So
we're really
cool.
excited, like
Are you going to have an outdoor area at all?
potentially.
Yeah. I mean, in the summer, it's hot here most of the year
Yeah.
anyway. But I was just curious, getting the visual.
I
Yeah.
do eventually want to maybe work on doing some pavers or something out there,
Yeah.
but I'm just worried about the getting them inside
Yeah.
done
Right
now.
Yeah. And it's another added cost and all these other things. But
Yeah, the
yeah.
kitchen and the fire permit, considering we're baking goods.
But yes.
I've had your sourdough cinnamon roll.
Mm-hmm.
That is my kryptonite. I'm sorry. It's just so good.
You know,
Like, I love coffee, but like this shit is great.
when I first made those, I did not know they would blow up the way that they did. I mean, I know that I'm a good baker and like I'm proud of my product and confident, but like the way that they sell out in literally 2 minutes, like I never imagined like
They're so good.
Wow.
stuff like that. But we'll be making a lot more. I actually have a big oven
Right,
that I can
right.
make like 200 at one time, so that's so exciting for me.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And so far, correct me if I'm wrong, it's just been the two of you as far as your staff. You guys have been a sibling show this whole time. Are you going to be hiring more staff? I mean, with such a large space.
Yeah, well, when we were at Nat Nat, I had a girl helping me bake. We had a chef, and we had front of house, and Caleb also had a barista. So altogether, we ended up with 5 by the end.
Oh, okay.
And a couple of them are going to come back, I think.
Nice.
But
To work out of the brick and mortar.
exactly, yeah.
Wow.
But I think we'll need more than that as well. So,
yeah,
but
probably so, right? I mean, it's like, because
Yeah.
you're going to have more patrons. You guys are going to be open, what are your hours going to be?
I think we're going to do 6 days a week, 7 to 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna we'll work it out and see what works best. We also will be doing some night classes as well, because like a big thing that I was doing was my sourdough bread making classes, and people love that. So I'm really excited to be able to like do
Yeah.
that whenever I want now.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Does that play in a little bit to your design of the space as well? Like you talked about a big, long communal table, something like
Yes.
that. I just saw, you probably find this interesting, everybody in the room, actually. I was scrolling on TikTok, as you do, and there was an event, and I believe it was probably somewhere in the UK because they sounded that way, but they called it Pints and Ponytails. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
No.
So Pints and Ponytails is this concept where they basically take definitely like millennial craft brew dads, but like a bunch of dads, they put them in a place and they go, we're going to teach you guys how to braid your daughter's hair.
Oh,
But it's
so
with
cute.
this social aspect of like the beers and hanging out. So maybe you want to do like a
cute.
event like that would be so cool. I just like,
Wow.
okay, we need that in the States for sure. Like
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I definitely think, I mean, the 7 to 4 and then your classes, but I have a feeling that your space at some point during the evening hours will be maybe not an event space per se, but like these niche events, these micro events that people need
Yeah.
space to do. Not
Mhm.
only, I mean, learning how to bake, but like I know we were just talking about flora and fauna, and like she's
For
now
sure.
turned that into like, okay, let's do a bridal shower here or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have
Um,
plans for other kinds of events like that?
Yeah, I want to rent it out or throw parties, or
Sweet.
my chef, he's amazing and he loves doing the breakfast stuff, but he also loves to be creative and do like other foods as well. So we have plans to do like dinner parties and
Yeah.
maybe
guess-
some other stuff. I don't know. I definitely want to be able to rent it out for like baby showers or wedding showers or whatever, and
Right.
like we would cater the whole thing.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Really anything. Like I'm down
It's so
to have fun, and like we love music as well. Like our friend Jorge, who does counterculture, like we've been doing vinyl parties with him, like
yeah.
at the other shop as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we did these this little like for the girls thing, and like
Oh.
just the themed
It's
things.
so-
People
yeah.
come out and just have fun, drink coffee or whatever. Like
Yeah. I mean, clearly there's a demand for it in Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
In Naples, Bonita Springs, whatever. Because, like I
Exactly.
said, this boutique, trailer type of coffee shop, you guys are everywhere. Like, and your logo and your name. I mean, like, I want to know a little bit personally. I want to
Oh,
know
yeah.
a little bit more about the name
branding,
and
all
the
that.
and the logo and how you guys came up with that together.
Lovr Boys, the name was basically all Anna. Her and her friend actually interchangeably used the term, I think.
Is there a term?
that right?
Can you explain in your own words what the term means?
Is it like opposite of fuckboys?
And that's a
yeah,
good.
that's
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
maybe a
really?
simile, I guess.
I guess so.
when I heard it, I'm like, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the opposite. Like,
Really, it wasn't like about the word itself. It was more like the feeling. Like I don't know. It just seemed cute.
right.
Like I hear it in songs.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Great.
It is cute.
It is a
kind of
Certified
feeling.
lover
and-
boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, certified
lover boy,
certified lover
It's,
boy.
we
Every
are lover
girl
boys.
wants a lover
Yeah.
boy.
Every girl wants a lover boy.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like the thing,
Somebody who's gonna
It
take
feels like
care
a
of you,
Yeah.
treat you right.
Serve you coffee and pastries.
give you,
Exactly.
and give you the best product possible, from the heart.
I love it.
That's basically
That's a Lovr Boy.
That's a Lovr
It's
Boy.
so like, yeah, just relatable and soft, and like the pink. We have some of their merch on the table. They're beans, which I can't wait to try. Well, I've had them, I guess, but and then the pink heart, is that, where did that come from? Just same kind of thing. It just goes with the word. Lovr.
I just wanted a heart and like love to be included in the whole brand itself. Like,
Yeah.
what we're doing is a combination of our passions and something I really love and something Caleb really loves, and that was like the basis of it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Did you guys move here with your parents? Your parents also are here.
Yes.
So what brought you guys to Naples from Oklahoma?
Our dad was a private pilot
Okay.
for someone who basically wanted to make his home base here.
Great.
And so we all just moved down and been here ever since.
And were you guys in high school when that happened, or were you guys out of high school?
I had just graduated
Okay.
Yeah.
in 2017, so
I think we waited until Caleb graduated and then we all came down.
Nice.
So
Okay. And what do you think so far?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Naples is way better than Oklahoma. So,
You heard it here first.
That's the quote right there. That's the clip.
Everybody loves Naples.
I mean, we've only been back there like a couple times, and honestly, it's been for either a funeral or a wedding.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Does your family do you have family still in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Family, friends?
Mm-hmm.
Do they come here and visit and drink coffee and eat pastries?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, all of our
great.
family drinks our coffee.
Yeah.
Everybody drinks
Yeah.
coffee, or at least they should. But
Right.
Yeah, they're not allowed to buy.
our
from anywhere else.
stepsister lives in Oklahoma still, but our grandparents moved here.
everyone that knows us, they get our beans shipped to where they are.
Wow.
And
Wow. And so what's that been like, trying to like get that, or is that not a business? You're just doing that for like friends and family?
no, we do that
Oh, okay.
on our site, lovrboys.com.
Lovrboys.com, eh?
You can order our beans and we ship them all over the US. So
Wow.
Caleb actually does a lot of business through that. Or
Do you
we
have
both do,
the numbers or the stats of like how much of your business is from that? Like
right
transient-
now it's a good portion because
Really?
we are just doing obviously like 10% of what we were when we were in the storefront at
Sure,
that, like
sure.
in the trailer. But on the side, Caleb's roasting a lot of beans. Right after we moved out, he got a, 16-pound drum?
15.
15-pound coffee roaster.
Okay.
So he's been using it.
Yeah, we started with like a really small 3-pound drum roaster,
Okay.
and we just got to a point where it was way too small, and I was just sitting there like all night long, just like
Wow.
How long does a batch usually take?
about 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Okay, that's,
Less,
I mean,
yeah.
shorter than I was thinking in my
Yeah.
head.
So 15-pound machine now,
Mhm.
still same thing. 12 minutes, but you just
Yeah.
get 15 pounds of coffee
Right.
versus 3.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it's
yeah.
quick. But here's a question for you too, is like, I'm sure you know that, shelf life is a thing, and or like, quality. How quickly would you like to roast and bag things before actually consumption and or, selling them?
Usually like after the roast date, I recommend at least like let it rest for 3 days. So then anytime after that, you can still use it before,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's fine, but it's just good to let it off gas and let off the carbon dioxide, I believe is what it is. And then it kind of like, it tastes less harsh,
Mm-hmm.
gets more developed. And then anytime after that, I've drank the coffee after a month, didn't really notice much difference. It's still really good, I'd say cut off at like 2 months would,
Okay.
but it's still probably good even after that. I would just like, 2 months, is a while.
Yeah.
So
You should have
Actually,
drank all the beans by that
should
point
drink
anyway.
it by
Like,
then,
what are we
yeah.
doing here? What's your cadence as far as like when you're roasting to the order? Is it like you roast when the orders come in, or is there like a little bit of inventory ready to go right now?
Yeah, I usually keep the like a little bit of inventory ready to go. That way I can just ship it out.
Yeah.
And I usually, would cut it off at like maybe 10 to 12 days. Like if it's been sitting for longer than 2 weeks, I will roast them fresh, but
Okay.
it's generally good.
Yeah, because
you
you're going to
know.
use it anyway in the trailer, right?
Right.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So where do you guys get your coffee from again?
I
Or all
order the
over?
beans online, obviously, but
But like in a different, like which
don't
I
part
mean
of
like
the-
origins.
Yeah, origins.
Yeah, so
Origins.
we have Colombia. We did do Sumatra, but Indonesia was flooded,
Mm,
so their crop I can't get right now.
okay.
And so that was in the blend. And then we do Papua New Guinea.
Okay.
Um,
Such a fun word.
and so since we can't do the Sumatra, we're doing Ethiopian. Just like switched it over. And then we have a decaf.
Yeah. For
'cause
those
you just have
for
to have
those
decaf.
people.
You're one
you
of
know?
those people.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
yeah, you do. It's
Yeah.
true.
Working at coffee shops, in Naples, you have to have decaf. People are gonna come and they're gonna want decaf. So.
Yeah.
That's so good. It just is. I mean, there's just a lot of elderly.
I'm
Yeah.
not
But listen, I don't drink
completely
caffeine.
against
I try not to after 12, but sometimes I'll crave a coffee and I'll have like a half calf.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
like
okay.
that's a thing.
Oh, you're the half calf.
I know.
Cue up that clip from Kicking and Screaming.
And it's good to have
Should've had a
a good
caffeine.
decaf.
Yeah.
And also to serve it well.
Right.
People are gonna notice.
Yeah.
At least I'd hope so. Because like I've gone to other places and like helped them, serve espresso, and I pulled a decaf shot, and it's like, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like,
It's just like burnt
because
and
it's
gross, or-
still, well, no, I mean, it's like the way that it's brewed.
Okay.
Some people know or care more, than others, but like if a shot pulls within like 10 seconds or less, then there's a problem.
Okay.
Like espresso shot wise,
okay. It's supposed to take a good chunk of time.
It should take it like I say anywhere from like 25, maybe 35 seconds in between that range.
Wow.
And what's
you know.
happening at that point in those 25 seconds? I mean, I don't.
Magic, man.
I mean, magic. But are you like? Can you give
It's
the magic?
extracting all the good, yummy components of the
Okay.
coffee bean, yeah.
Yeah.
And so the way that it's ground matters, and also it's, how long it's been sitting matters. It will
Okay.
influence the way that the shot pulls.
Wow.
And so if it's like, been sitting there for a long time, and usually decaf will end up sitting longer because less people are getting it.
Mm.
But it's still good after, a month and a half or so.
Yeah.
You can still get a really good shot, but, you want to get at least 25, 30 seconds out of it. If it just comes out in 10 seconds as watery and just like,
Yeah. Tasteless.
they're
Yeah.
not gonna. It's not gonna be like a nice bold flavor.
Yeah. What else do you guys put in your coffee? Grounds, beans.
I don't.
do
We
you-
don't add anything to the.
You don't add
beans.
anything.
No,
Okay.
it's all natural.
Well, and I'm having flashbacks when we had Zach on, and he's telling us about like how he brews his beer, and I know the process is very different,
Mhm.
but it's like the craft perhaps is similar.
I don't know anything about brewing beers, but I feel like it could be.
Yeah.
a
So
little
when you're
similar.
roasting, I mean, other than I don't know, I can't even visualize it. The machine, the 12 minutes.
Mhm.
What makes it special that you're doing it versus any of us? Or like, what is it just like I know it's your passion.
Mhm.
What makes it your passion?
I started roasting whenever I was working at Seed to Table,
Okay.
and it was like an air roaster, which you just press the button and it goes. You're not doing anything to it.
Yeah.
It just is self-automated.
Okay.
But with our roaster, I have the gas gauge, I have an airflow gauge. I'm in tune with it. I have it plugged into a computer and it's showing me a graph,
Oh,
and I read the
wow.
graph and I make adjustments based off of the way that there's a line called the rate of rise, and I did my research that, so you have to follow the line and make sure that it doesn't go out of control. It doesn't drop way down.
Ah.
So
Wow.
I mean, the rate of rise is a 10. That's got to be a book title and a title of a cafe. Like that's amazing. The rate of
that's a
rise
good
is
one.
fantastic.
I didn't realize that. Okay, this is all coming together
There's a
now.
lot
Is that
to
you
it.
are operating
Yeah.
It's a
And
machine.
You're not
a
just pressing a
machine.
button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's probably
So,
why I
I
tasted
had to
it.
do a lot of research just to even know how to roast.
Yeah.
And a few years before I even roasted, we were at Narrative and they had their roaster there. And I just remember thinking like, I don't think I could ever do that. Like what, like that's crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but now I'm doing it.
And here you are.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
And for our baker over here, what's your favorite thing to make?
Probably now the cinnamon rolls and the bread, because I've just kind of fallen in love with sourdough.
Yeah.
It's different and I don't know, it's just so good.
Yeah. It's
but-
so good.
I also love to make cakes. Like that's one of my biggest passions, and I've been doing it since I was like 11 years old.
Wow.
Did you used to watch the shows quite a bit as well?
I did.
Yeah.
I loved Cake Boss.
Same.
I watched Buddy like for every day. I don't even know. And I just loved him so much. And I was like, I'm going to do that one day. And I don't do the fondant stuff, but I think I make really pretty cakes. And
Yeah.
the longer I've been doing it, the better I've gotten. And now I have a bunch of regular customers that order for like every occasion. And it makes me feel just like really special, I guess.
Yeah, you're like a part of their event, and
Yeah.
that moment in their history is so cool to be a part of. Like as a
Yeah.
photographer, and I'm sure Claudia behind the camera can relate to, like they call you for those moments and you're like, holy cow, like I'm part of the family in a way.
Yeah.
The same thing with being a realtor as
Yeah.
well. Like this is a major thing, and
Yeah.
there's joy in that.
Well,
It
being
is.
part of a baby shower or a wedding, like that's their special day, and you get to help them have something that like they're gonna remember for the rest of their life.
Of
So,
course. And usually the photo that someone has from the event is with the cake.
exactly.
Is with the, like, that's the,
Mhm.
it's celebratory.
Yeah,
You have an olive oil cake.
I
Is
do.
that right? I haven't tried it yet. Can you tell us a little bit about it? And do you use the olive oil because it's like a healthier alternative, or is it just all about flavor?
Both.
Okay.
I don't use any seed oils,
Okay.
so primarily I'm either doing grass-fed butter or olive oil in my cakes, and I think it just kind of came across my feed, and I thought, well, let me try it out, and everybody loved it, so I just kept kind of experimenting and doing different flavors and different frosting combos and
Yeah.
whatever, and yeah, it's moist. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Which everybody loves.
Everybody whisper in their mic.
And that also brings me to another topic. I mean, I was already going to ask you this, but you touched on something coming across your feed. And I would imagine that you're inspired, much like I am, about things that you see in social media. And that brings me to a question of, you guys are very young business owners. And like, I'm so curious as to how, your process was navigating as young business owners, especially in the hiring process. Like, did you feel any kind of anxiety about those things, and how did you rectify that?
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's hard to turn from like friend to being a boss, especially when we're all like really close in age.
Mm-hmm. A cake
Boss.
boss as well.
Hey.
Yeah, a cake
Good
boss
point.
as well.
Very nice.
But really, all of our staff came to us very organically, and that was like a breath of fresh air. A weight lifted off of our shoulders, because I was like stressed out about it for a time. When we first started at Nat Nat, it was just Caleb and I, and over the course of like 3 months, all of a sudden we were getting so busy and we couldn't handle it anymore. Like,
Who did we hire first? Was it Joy?
who did we hire first? I think it was Serena.
Was it Serena?
And Phil came too.
Was it?
And there was a girl, Marley, that was helping me out.
No, that was who it was.
Marley was one of the
was
first ones.
Okay.
She worked at BC Clet, and we just had mutual friends, so she came and started helping me out with the baking and the cooking line. And then Caleb found Serena, because you guys had known each other already, and she was coming in and just ordering like
Yeah.
as a
She was
customer.
your customer, yeah.
And yeah, I
Sounds
needed
like
a chef, and one of our other customers, Nicole, she was like, my boyfriend's job just closed and he worked at like a breakfast place. Can he come in and like try it out? And I was like, tell him to come tomorrow. I need him. Like, and it really worked out. He's great. He's still with us, and he's going to start when we open up the brick and mortar.
That's great.
Everyone just like they worked out really well, and
Yeah.
that was
I mean, I think everybody, like, we just created a family, you know.
yeah.
We all just, you know, were there for each other, loved each other. So I don't feel like there were ever really many problems. you know.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
I was going to
Thankfully,
ask you that too. And it's being brother, sister, you are family. How have you guys been able to like navigate your relationship as business partners and supporting each other? Like, what are some things that you put in place for that?
There's always going to be, you know, problems, but, you know, we're a team, so we got to just stick to it together and just get it done. You know, we're going out there and we're giving it our best, giving it our all. And then, you know, at home, so we're still have to work, you know, she's baking all the time, you know, it's just supporting each other, you know.
I think we both know what we have to do, and we just do it.
I love
No,
it.
it's
Just do it.
whenever a good worker, I think this with ourselves and our employees, is like they know what to do before you tell them to.
Yeah.
And so like Caleb knows the days that he has to roast, and like when we have to reorder dry goods and like whatever it is, like.
Yeah.
And for me, when the baking schedule, and I also do like a lot of the administration stuff. So
Yeah.
of course I'm like taxes and payroll and blah, blah, blah. But we just know what our duties are, and that helps a lot. And of course there's going to be days where it's like, why didn't you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Happens.
I adore your dynamic. I really do. Like, I feel like you guys are so calm. At least you're calming me, chilling me out. And I don't know how, because if you drink coffee,
funny.
it's bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I can tell you guys are just like two peas in a pod, and you just like, you enjoy it.
yeah.
It's work, of course,
Mhm.
and it's going to become more work because you're going to become even more popular,
Yeah.
if that's possible.
Especially after this podcast.
Especially after this show.
100%.
Is there anything that about Lovr Boys' success that you didn't see coming at all? Like blindsided you or something?
I mean, we always hoped for success, but we just didn't know the scale. I mean, Nat really showed like how much people like loved us and wanted like every day, you know, regulars. I mean,
Yeah, everyday regulars.
it's just
Yeah.
I never would have thought that we would have outgrown that so quickly.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the biggest thing. And just organically, like everything was basically word of mouth. I did no paid marketing whatsoever. Like it was all Instagram and word of mouth.
Yeah.
And it just blew
Yeah.
up. I'm having friends send me texts of TikTok links like of girls talking about us, and they're blowing up. I'm like,
Yeah.
like, when did this happen?
I have a client who is a huge fan of you guys and who introduced me to you originally. Danny and Jay Boostabad. I don't know. They used
Yeah.
to come in all the
Yes.
time.
yeah,
Mhm.
I know they're in North Naples now. I know she's still coming down though, but I mean, she would go every day. I got the breakfast plate. Well, what do they serve? It's different every day, you know, and it's just like, and their coffee's great and my kids love it. And she's got all the, you know, vibey photos and she's sharing them everywhere. And it's like, you multiply that by however many
Mm-hmm.
and you get the local traffic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have what is the word? Like a campaign for the Bonita location? Like, do you expect to have the same business as you did at the Naples location?
I think that a lot of our customers are anticipating this, and they're going to be coming.
Yeah.
maybe it's not every day because, of course, we had people that were like in the surrounding neighborhoods
Sure,
and
they
they'd come
can
every
walk.
single morning.
Yeah, right.
And those are the people that we, of course, are like sad to leave behind,
Mhm.
but we had to do
They
what
can
was
come out to
best.
Bonita.
And they're
Mhm.
and
We go
that
to
far.
Naples all the
It's not that
time.
and a lot of them are also saying we can't wait to come on the weekend or like whenever
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah.
And then we also found out that a lot of people were coming down from Bonita or Fort Myers or Cape Coral, so we're closer to them now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of people in these little neighborhoods right across the street from us are already our regulars now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm
that's
sure
cool.
they're amped to have something there, and like that's, I feel like I experienced that because I used to live over there as well when Hop Size first opened.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like, oh, we have something that's walkable, and you would never have guessed because you're on the other side of Old
Right.
41 and there's nothing over there
Mhm.
besides the school. Which the school is also great for you guys too, because man, is that line long? That
Yeah.
pickup line is
Oh,
crazy.
that, yeah.
So I'm sure you guys will be like, yo, hey, come take a little bit of breather over here.
Yes.
And you guys have your colored lattes, right? That are like,
We have some fun
With the
ones.
I love that little, yeah, with the layers, the layered
Yeah.
lattes. I feel like those are going to be popular with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually our barista Daniel's idea, or
Okay.
kind of his past I guess history, or
Experience.
experience. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, he loved to do that and do really awesome flavor combinations and make cute drinks and stuff. So
I think it's fun and
Yeah.
it's so artsy.
I never
Very
really
good.
did much of that before, but he's helped and taught me
Yeah.
how to do it, and
Oh,
it's really fun.
it's great. Well, it's
Yeah.
very close to where I live. I'm in Naples most of the time because of work and commuting or whatever. But
Mhm.
I've said this before. I feel like the Bayshore area and Bonita are kind of similar. That central pocket in Naples, I used to live off of Cooper, which was really close to you guys.
Mhm.
That was before Nat Nat opened. It was before you were there. Before Studio Fit opened, I was like, really? And then like we moved and like all that open. But I feel like those groups of people, like very like-minded, very a lot of young entrepreneurs that
Mhm.
like want to vibe together. We say this all the time. I mean, there's young youth is taking over parts of Naples, definitely Bonita. The
Yeah.
concepts, the collaboration in Bonita especially is just unmatched to me.
Yeah.
Being from Naples, I can say that. I feel like it's just crazy. When I heard that you
is.
guys were coming up here, I was like, let's fucking go.
I
Truly,
love
I was so
Bonita.
excited.
I love coming up here. I mean, Ceremony, Chartreuse, now Sugar Shack,
I know.
Canary
Everything
Club.
coming-
It's like,
yeah.
El Gran Taco Loco.
yes.
Yes, bro.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about.
Yeah.
We love it. So when we found this place, like it just seemed perfect
Yeah.
because we already know a lot of the people down here, and it's just like
Yeah.
it felt really right.
Do you guys live in Naples?
We do,
Okay.
but we live like closer to the estates, so
Okay.
honestly, it's the same
It's the same.
here to
It's the same. For all my clients listening, it is the same. You're either going to go north or you're going to go east.
yeah.
That's usually the case.
Yeah.
It's a sticking point for me. But yeah, it's everything is a commute. I mean, this
Yeah.
is like we're all spread out. But then when you get down here
Exactly.
and you can go by foot and be a
Mhm.
pedestrian and hit all these spots, like we'd never had that before.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it.
Are you?
I am. Can you tell?
Yeah, a
We're
little
super
bit.
excited to be moving into the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's a
fit the
really
vibe
awesome
well.
place.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't know if this is a potential option for you, but Zach's been so good about including all the other businesses, especially with like the bar crawls and things like that. So maybe, hopefully, you guys can end up being a stop in one of those things as well.
Maybe.
Yeah. Are you
know?
guys going to get a liquor license down the road, maybe?
Beer and wine.
Beer and wine.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I mean, Downtown Coffee was a part of those as well. Like with the, you just hop in and have a little
Yeah.
spritz or something, and then
For sure.
you're on to ceremony for some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it on moving.
Espresso
Okay.
martinis.
There you
That's
go.
what I was thinking when I was like, that
There
would
you
be
go.
really good.
I mean,
They're
everybody loves
really
those.
good.
Or a rum cake. Or both. Both. I have to ask because I worked in the hospitality industry for many, many years prior. And sometimes like just the laughs you have with your staff or the funny moments mistakes that end up being like memorable stories. Do you guys have any of those for Lovr Boys? Like anything behind the counter that just was like,
Or wild customers.
Definitely wild customers might, take a moment to remember.
Yeah, I know. I kind of put you on the spot there. I just was thinking, like,
But I mean,
Inside jokes.
there's like, maybe some reviews that we were like, what? Like,
Yeah.
the heck? Where does this come from? Like,
Some guy said that our matcha tasted like fish water. And we were like,
what the fuck does fish water
What?
taste like?
I'm like,
Also.
so you drink
Yeah.
fish water?
Clearly, you've never been to Singapore.
Oh, no, I haven't. That's rude and also not true.
they were saying something about like the branding
Yeah,
of
there you go.
the sticker on that.
Mm-hmm.
Live
They
latte.
were just
sip.
saying like terrible, like bad branding or something.
Bad branding.
The
They
name's
said-
not even on the cup.
We were like,
It's just
okay.
unsweet on that. So
I
if you
love
need-
it.
if you need sugar,
No, I
maybe.
actually don't really like the sweet coffee unless it's like a treat.
Yeah.
We're sharing that now.
I hadn't taken a sip from it, but I would love to share it with you.
Yeah.
Another story I was going to mention to you guys that my upbringing was in a food truck. My dad owns one. And so working in that, I have a funny anecdote, and it's actually my cousin's story. But this will trigger something in you. Somebody wanted black olives on their tacos, a taco truck, and real drink fest, right? Like there's people coming up and they're really coming to soak up the booze.
Mhm.
This guy comes up, he goes, I want extra black olives on it. And my cousin goes, go, yep, make sure you get black olives on that. And it's not like an extra charge. We'll just, throw a few more on there.
Yeah.
He goes, you don't understand. I want extra black olives. And he throws a 20 in the tip jar. All right, sir, you're getting extra black olives. We're going to get you extra black olives. No, you don't understand. I want extra black olives. And he throws another 20 in the jar.
What?
And my cousin goes, give him the whole thing of
Just
black
give him,
olives. Like,
give him a black
give it-
olive taco.
I was literally about to
give
say.
that to him and let him decide how much he wants on it.
Give him a glove.
And he, yep. And then he goes, thank you so much. Throws another 20 in the
Oh
jar.
my god.
And that is the story of how that man paid $70 for a taco.
Holy smokes!
But-
I've never heard of black olives on a taco.
Yeah.
Me either.
Yep. There you go.
I'm not even a fan of olives. That sounds terrible.
I hate black olives, so that's like,
You guys don't have any stories like that? No. They even have for black olives in their
Really?
bun cakes.
It's not exactly the same.
I
No,
mean,
it's
drink a song.
we generally have like pretty positive, responses to everything, and like the customers are like
I'm trying to think
You
of
know.
anything that was just silly though,
generally,
and I can't think of
No.
anything right now. I'm
Yeah.
blinking.
and we don't serve alcohol, so it's like they're not coming drunk.
There's not
Yeah.
some
like
Yeah.
crazy things.
Not yet,
but
There
Right.
was a cake that I did once, and I think I just last minute put fruit in the middle of it. It was an olive oil cake, and I usually do it with like a fruit filling.
Sure.
And she took it, and I did tell her right before. I was like, "Oh, I put like a strawberry filling. I hope that's okay." She's like, "Oh," I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Which I follow what they asked for, but sometimes I want to jazz it up.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But she took it anyways, and then she came back like an hour later, which I'm like, why didn't you just message me on Instagram? But she came back. I think she lived in Fort Myers too. She drove like 40 minutes and then drove 40 minutes back. I guess it cracked in the car, and which is like, okay, I'll give you a refund because it cracked. But I was like, you could have just kept it. And she's like, I just really don't like fruit and cake. And I'm like,
Then just
what?
Oh.
I'm like, but you didn't have to drive by. You could have texted
Right.
me and I'll just give you a
Like-
refund. Like, I'm so sorry, like that it cracked.
also
But
don't leave the store if you don't like fruit in your cake.
yeah. And like I did. I felt bad. It was her
Yeah.
birthday cake. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I shouldn't have put fruit in your cake. But
it's like
what are
so
the
different,
chances
though.
that like I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it's
anyways,
fresh fruit, it's all
Yeah.
organic.
Yeah.
Like it's not just some artificial
Right.
like
Yeah.
Nonsense.
but our barista Daniel heard her say, I just don't like fruit and cake, and now that just became like a running joke for the longest time. It was like a stem. We'd just be
So
like,
good.
I don't like fruit and cake. And we'd all just like die laughing. And I don't know. That was like,
yeah, we
So
still
we have,
say
like,
that
we
sometimes.
still say it. So we do have like these
That
little
is,
inside
yeah.
jokes. Like
I love it.
Mm.
I was
But
gonna say
the
like
positive-
a merch idea too.
Yeah.
We like fruit and cake.
we love fruit and cake.
We love fruit
That's
and
good.
cake.
Yeah.
But the positive was that we all got cake at the end of our shift,
Hey.
and some of our customers were there too at the bar, and we all shared, and everyone
Lovely.
loved it. It was delicious. So
A little blessing there.
I
with
couldn't
the-
feel too bad about it. 'Cause
No.
whatever.
No.
We do have some interesting drink orders though. That is one
Yeah.
thing maybe I could think of.
Worse than
like,
Starbucks?
just like something that we're like, but
Like fruit in your latte?
they come back and order the drink, so
Like,
there
give me an
must
example.
be.
Yeah, what's in there? Fish water.
What was there, Anna? There was like the matcha with espresso in it.
Oh, that's
that one's
fire.
interesting.
That's so good. I've had
You
that.
like that?
That's gotta have like a
That's
name to
not
it.
the worst.
That's
That's
not
like
the
a
worst,
chai.
though.
Like
It's
a
a
something
swamp
bomb.
water.
It's an espresso
latte.
bomb or something like that.
Or a dirty matcha.
Oh, dirty
or
matcha.
swamp water, I think they call it.
Just can't get
Swamp
I
water.
can't get
Yeah.
Swamp water actually plays well in Bonita, but that's
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
No, they'll order like a quad decaf latte,
That's not me, I promise.
and I'm like, what? Or
What
what
was
will
there?
it
Was that
be?
golden
Quad
milk and
decaf.
Oh.
matcha thing?
Why you need it to be a quad?
Yeah.
Like you're
Oh,
just being
that's so
complicated to be
funny.
complicated.
Why
Yeah,
are you
what the
ordering that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I don't know. I'm trying to think because I'll be like in my head, I got a complicated order.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
but, like the coconut milk that we use is unsweetened. So whenever you put it with like a matcha or something without
Yeah.
sweetener in it, the taste is like,
A little bitter. Like
or
a
very
coconut.
bitter,
Yeah.
like. And so we always say like, it's unsweet. Do you want to add anything to it? And so like that's probably why the guy thought the drink tasted like fish water or whatever, because it was a matcha with coconut milk and no sweetener.
Right.
And we always
It's
tell
like-
them, "Are you sure you don't want anything in it? It's completely unsweetened."
Yeah.
Like matcha puts sugar, or matcha.
Generally,
Starbucks
matcha.
puts sugar in their matcha already, like
Right.
it's in the powder. But we
Right.
use just organic, plain.
Which I really appreciate
Matcha.
because I'd rather like tailor it to like, yeah, I'll have a little bit of this
Yeah.
to sweeten it up, or I'll sweeten it up on the side.
And some people like that
Yeah.
taste
Yeah.
as like, unsweet.
Right.
But some
So-
people don't understand what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
They're just
And then
used
like
to,
sometimes the coconut milk has sugar in it, like
Yeah.
at other places or whatever. So like,
Right.
it's okay if the matcha's unsweet, but like the matcha and the coconut milk both unsweet, it's like, you need to add a little bit of vanilla maybe or something.
Yeah,
to
we need
that.
to
Yeah, a little
jazz
bit
it
of
up.
sugar.
Trust
People
the
like the
experts.
taste though. I mean,
Yeah.
more, as long as they like it and they're coming back, that's cool. But it's just like
Right.
little like
Not what I would order.
Yeah. Do you guys have any, or do you do any seasonal drinks? Like, is that something
Yeah.
you like to do?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we make all of our own syrups, and we always are trying to do something fun for the different seasons. So we'll do like 3 specials. And ever since Daniel started working for us, they're just like getting better and better. We started this process called it's called a chung.
Okay.
So basically it macerates the fruit raw, so you get like a really nice, let's say like strawberry or raspberry flavor. You just put sugar and raspberries, stick it in the fridge, and let it sit for like 1 or 2 days, and the juice that comes out of it, that's what we're using for the syrup. And it's like such a good flavor. But we were at one point chung maxing, like
Chung maxing.
That's a t-shirt too.
That is a t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
we
Chung
were
max.
chunging everything. Like we were doing banana peels, apples, blueberry. Like we're like, oh, can we do it to like mint leaves? Like what can we
Yeah.
what can we
Sugar.
chung? Like
chunk everything.
That's great.
chung some bell peppers. Let's see what it tastes like. Like
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
and the funniest thing about Daniel is that I'll be like, what if we did like a bell pepper latte? And he's like, that would be so good. And I'm like, I was obviously
Daniel.
fucking with you, but like
Daniel is an experimenter. He'll
Yeah,
try
he's
anything.
an experimenter.
Yeah, we gotta get Daniel and Zach in
Yeah.
a room together and just see what they come
oh
up
my
with.
gosh.
Dude, he'd make a amazing beer flavor, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
There we
He
go.
can make anything.
They
honest.
were mentioning they want to do like something with the
Lovr
coffee,
Boys
like,
Coffee?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
All right,
Lovr
it's
Boy
happening.
Group.
flavors or something.
Yeah.
So when you're not chunging and you're not baking or roasting beans, what do you guys like to do around the area? Like, what do you do for fun? Where do you like to eat as well?
I love food.
Yeah.
So some of my big ones are Tongyin, Mamoto, and Ichitogarashi. They're all owned
Okay.
by the same couple. It's women-owned business, and they're just the best. Like each one has its own distinguished flavors, but the sushi at Momoto is like the best that I've ever had.
Are they all Japanese and Thai?
Tongyun is more Thai.
Okay.
Ichi Togarashi has like a little bit more Korean vibes, and then Momoto is like more Japanese, like
Okay.
All Naples?
all in Naples.
Wow, okay.
What else do I
I
like?
don't think I've been to any of them.
Me neither. I was just like,
is a definite go-to.
It's like
it's
a
on
hole in
Fifth
the-
Ave, right?
Yeah, it's right off Fifth,
Okay.
and it's like a hole in the wall. It's really small,
Okay.
but
Oh, I
it's
have
so
been there.
good.
I had a fish water matcha. No, I'm kidding. I did have something there, but I don't know. It was a matcha of some sort. But
They have a little cafe too.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
it's
Oh yeah.
shoot, I forgot what it's called.
Okay.
But they also open like a little cafe.
I think that's what it would have been.
I love BC Clat. Chef Kayla is amazing.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, we should have her back.
Canary Club is good too. I really
Oh,
enjoyed
yeah.
their
Love
pizza.
Canary.
Mm-hmm.
They're closed on Taco Tuesday. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah. So
They're closed on Taco.
Yeah, I went to
Yeah.
Sauna House recently and I was like so excited. So I had some girlfriends there and I was like, we're going to go to Canary Club after. It's going to be like, nope. It's so funny.
Dang.
They close for
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday, which I like really respect.
Yeah.
To give the taco
It's
businesses,
respectable.
you know.
And
so we went to
you guys do as well,
Maria's.
right? That's why you're here, right? You guys are usually closed on Tuesday.
We're closed on
There we
Tuesday,
go.
yeah.
For the
So,
tacos, yeah.
Respect to the
go.
tacos.
Where do you like to eat?
Respect the tacos. I've always loved to go to Slicers.
Slicers is
Get a little
good.
Sub, yes.
That's true.
We, love whenever Kyle pops up in the Only Doubles
Oh,
doing the smash burgers.
yeah.
It's a
Brookside
definite
and
go-to.
yeah.
I'm pretty much at Brookside every Friday.
Every Friday. Yeah, that used to be my route. I
It's
love
close
them.
to us, and we love to support him. It's just like the best burger that I've ever had.
Would he come to Bonita and do a little?
Yeah.
He has come to Bonita, I think.
He
Like
used to pop
outside
up
your
at
shop?
Ceremony.
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah,
right.
that's right.
I'm sure we'll do some.
We're definitely gonna
Collab.
have
That'd
him
be
out.
awesome.
He's like, when are you gonna open? I want to pop up.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. We've been
It's so
friends for
good.
a while, so
I love it.
we're definitely gonna work together.
Love the shout outs, guys.
They just opened up a Shake Shack,
I know.
which I'm
In
like,
Mercado.
Yeah, Mercado.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to throw any shade on Only Doubles, but
But
No,
the more beef, the
completely
better. Am I
Kyle's
right?
Yeah,
Right.
the more
Kyle's
beef,
better.
the better. That's great. Well, obviously, you guys have you're very artistic. I know you have a great social media page. Tell our audience where they can find and follow you and maybe the address of your new location.
So we're at Lovr Boys Coffee on Instagram. And
Boys Coffee.
on
They-
Instagram. We also have loverboys.com where you can buy our beans. And our new address is 9606 Bernpine Court or Unit 115. And we should be open in a couple months. So
Woo!
come
Yay.
check us
I have
out.
2 more quick answers for you. Number 1,
Answers or questions?
well, they're questions, but they'll be quick answers.
Oh.
I'm hoping anyway. Get these people out of here. No, I'm kidding. The trailer, the truck. What do we call that? What do we call it?
Coffee trailer.
Okay, trailer. Okay, I didn't want to
Coffee trailer.
It's a trailer.
mislabel it. So the coffee trailer, does that still happen once?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I've been operating it Wednesday through Friday at the Bernpine location.
Oh, sick.
And when it's open,
8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
and when the location is open, is it still going to be in operation?
We've been thinking, yes,
Not
Mhm.
there,
but
but
not there.
Sure.
In Naples, most
Yeah.
likely, or events. And
A lot of
we have
wellness
weddings
events
booked
and-
like to October. So we'll still be
wow.
doing it when we open because hopefully I'm open before October.
Yeah.
But we also have been collaborating with Sunform Pilates that's like close to Fifth Ave, and we're there every Saturday right now. And we plan to keep going because they love us there, and it's been such a good collaboration, and it caters to some of our crowd that we
For sure.
were
Yeah.
serving before. and
Yeah.
we want to keep them. So
Yeah.
showing love.
Family.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
And then the second thing I had for you was you mentioned the chef there. Is there breakfasty type items that will be served there? Yeah,
Yes.
so can you shed a little light on what those would be?
Breakfast plate?
Not in the trailer. In the trailer, we just are doing baked goods. But at the shop, we're bringing back the breakfast plate because
Yeah.
everyone loves it. But also some new things, more sandwiches. It'll still be a small menu, but I'm focusing way more on baked goods. Like there's going to be savory and sweet baked goods. I'm trying to think.
Would you
Still doing oh, sorry.
Would you say it's like a fast casual lunch option? Like if someone's,
Yeah.
running an errand and they can pop in for a sandwich?
Yeah.
A salad?
Maybe a one salad.
Okay.
I don't really like making salad.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious because it's something that I find is lacking in
Yeah.
Southwest Florida in general, like fast casual, like
I'm going to do
Places?
some grab and go stuff.
grab and go.
I love like a soup of the week situation.
Yeah.
So I want to do
With
that
a
That's what you could
sourdough
call
bread
it,
on the
soup of the week
side.
situation.
Hell yeah.
with
Yeah.
some sourdough.
What'd you say?
Soup of the week situation.
So I'm going to do that.
Love it.
Sandwiches, breakfast plate, probably some sort of scramble, soft scramble.
Yum.
We did the sandwiches with the focaccia bread,
Uh-huh.
and
That was really
And
popular.
People
right?
love it.
that's just, I mean,
I mean,
love it.
when
I
I
miss
go
it.
Yeah. I love it. I miss it.
when I go eat, like I want to feel good afterwards and brunch or breakfast.
Yeah.
So that was like my main goal. Let me make things that people feel good and fueled for the rest of the day. So still going to be a focus on that. Maybe a little avocado toast. We're
Yeah.
doing like mushroom toast too with local mushrooms.
Mm.
But
Care
Love.
to grow mushrooms.
yes.
Say it again.
Care to grow?
Okay. They're local here.
Local mushroom farmer.
I think that guy is looking at one of my listings and he just needs to buy the thing already.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of land
Care to
and
buy a house.
extra facility for him to do his thing. I'm almost positive.
Really?
Oh,
Um,
maybe.
That's cool.
Is his name Jarrell?
No.
Just kidding. Another mushroom farmer.
There's
this
that's
is
another one.
Russell.
Russell.
Yeah,
Okay.
my guy, we can't say his name on the podcast.
And Russell's actually helping us with the build out too.
Oh, sick.
He's got a
Sorry, Russell. Wasn't trying to.
Put some more respect on his name.
No,
But I do have something for sale, Russell, if you want to buy it.
You're in the buying process.
You guys are awesome. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited it's going to be like in this area and you're going to have your own space and your own vision. And thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Super happy to be here.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We're really excited to come to Bonita.
Oops. Whoop.